Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is part 11 of our Pokemon Red playthrough. I am Trey, and I am again joined by Dan, Joe, and Ethan. We're in Spooky Town.
What was that right there?
Gang's all here.
I'm spooked.
That
was me editing out the Pokemon Center.
Yep, purple tends to be a very frightening color.
You couldn't just do that in between episodes.
I like how even like the insides of buildings are the same color palette as the town. They're just like, we're just going to paint the whole town one color. It doesn't matter.
Gonna paint the town blue. You've played Earthbound.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully Lavender Town is not a town overrun by cultists obsessed with the color purple.
Yeah, it's just a town constantly being possessed by the dead Pokemon in the tower.
Uh-huh. Lavender Town's one of those, like, themes that, like, it genuinely, like, really creeped me out when I was younger, but now, like, I listen to it and I'm just like, you know, this is legitimately just a good song. Like the, like the Shadow Temple theme in Ocarina and Misty Menace in Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they're supposed to be really creepy, like, I guess unsettling songs. They're like ethereal or whatever. But like, they're also just really relaxing to listen to.
Yeah, to me, Lavender, I kind of class Lavender Town as a different sort of thing, because those songs have like a very overtly, like, creepy or menacing vibe to them. Whereas with Lavender Town, it's just kind of a creepy undertone. Where, like, there's just kind of something off about it. It's not, like, you know, it doesn't sound like horror music, but, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, the, like, Clock Town on the third day in Majora. I think I brought that up in our Pikmin playthrough for, like, the final area music, but it's got that, it's always had, like, that vibe to me of just...
Yeah.
It's a little different than everything you've heard, so it's a little off.
Yeah, a peaceful theme kind of undercut by this spooky... I don't know.
It's unnerving enough to be memorable.
Yeah.
Well, I guess by that same tone, I'd call the other ones that I talked about Shadow Temple and Misty Menace, which is the scary cave theme from Donkey Kong Country, for those that don't know.
One of the 4 cave themes.
Titles. Yeah, the scary caves, though. Yeah. With the scary rock crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I would classify those as, like, kind of spooky on the surface, but, like, kind of chill undertones, I guess. Because they do, like, sometimes break into, like, just kind of nice music in parts.
Oh, yeah, Misty Menace, definitely.
Not really spooky sounding.
So this is a rambling, gambling dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's the one.
I'm the rambling dude, he's the gambling dude.
Growlithe.
Funny localization change they made in Fire Red and Leaf Green. They changed all the gamblers to gamers. Which in retrospect is just hilarious.
Well, they're the most depressed people in the world, you know, gamers.
I wanted to say something about that trainer. They redid that trainer, this exact guy, in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And they made him a giant troll. Not literally, but figuratively.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of having
really
a Vulpix...
doubled down on the gamers motif, didn't they?
Yeah! Instead of having a Vulpix and a Growlithe, he has one Seaking that's a little above your level and knows one move. Horn Drill.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, since experience isn't tied to battles, they've made the battles a little harder to balance out the difficulty. And that's quote-unquote a gear check.
Oh, there it is again. We're gonna run it into the ground.
Well, yeah, it's our name. But he goes down easy in this one.
Yeah. No, I might be remembering this wrong, but in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they changed them back to gamblers, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I just remember thinking that was weird. Like, boy, of all the games to change it back to gamblers, I wouldn't think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Is he wearing, like, a skirt?
I think he's wearing a tunic only. Maybe some shorts. Maybe he's on vacation. I don't know. I think
he's wearing his vacation suit.
I feel like that's, like, the classic outfit for, it's, like, a really old-style outfit for, like, I guess, like, a dealer at a casino.
There it
So,
is.
like, at least for that kind of game with the cup and the dice that it looks like he's doing. I could be totally wrong, though.
This is what I'm looking for, but I struggle a little bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you'll see why. These Growlithes know a move that the Johto beasts know that make them nearly impossible to catch.
Oh, did they have that in Gen 1?
They sure do.
Roar? Oh, no.
And you know what their encounter rate is? Below 25%.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna be here a while.
As far as, like, uncommon Pokemon goes, it's not too bad,
Bye,
but
Drowsy.
still.
There goes Hypnosis.
Growlithe is not impressed.
No.
Time to
So-
bring out Marcel.
Yeah.
And now Growlithe can't look away.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell is that thing? He starts growling at him. He's like, oh, I'm scared.
I am the destroyer of worlds.
Marcel would be, like, really intimidating to fight, because you're, like, creeped out, but at the same time, he can, like, oh yeah, there it is.
It would be disturbing to exist in the same reality as Marcel.
Yeah.
See, didn't they make Roar in, like, from
Oh,
Gen 3
Trey, I
onward,
love you.
it just swaps out your Pokemon?
I love that in all of all of the anime music you could have put in, you picked like the synthy, like the crappy synthy sounding one.
Oh my god.
When-
One of my favorite synth like samples for like synth songs is the
Oh, the little like,
the one that sounds like a baboon like hooting.
oh my
We're getting
gosh.
the big boy.
Yeah.
That lad's gonna become a
It's gonna be a
Gladiator.
real lad.
Dad.
Big.
Yeah, Ivysaur evolves quite a lot faster than the other two. Here we go again.
Right back to it.
But like I don't think you get Blastoise until 32, and Charizard doesn't come till 36, which would become like
I think-
the series standard going forward.
But Blastoise and Charizard are 36.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's for Feraligatr that's 32 along with...
No, I thought
Venusaur.
for Alligator, maybe Meganium is 32, and
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
I
maybe you're
I
right.
pay attention to what's happening on screen.
Well, they mess him up. They mess with him so much that it's hard to remember. At least for me.
God.
Here he is.
Once again, Trey, there's an awesome orchestral version of this song that you could have used, but no. You go for the
We're playing Gen 1, the weird
sample
dumb synthy
version.
shit fits.
God. Shinji Miyazaki is rolling in his grave. Wait, no,
Well,
he's
but
not.
then
Not
He's,
even chancing it this time.
hey, we got it.
Yeah, one ball.
Also, I like how Venusaur's back sprite is just like tower of
Puffy.
flower, and then his head is like the bottom 10% of the sprite.
Yeah. They just keep shoving the dinosaur part of him down further and further out of frame. So there's a reason this music is here. And he is named appropriately. This dog is cursed.
Yappy Doo. Yes.
Welcome
Thank you,
to
Trey.
the worst addition to my team.
Uh-oh.
I can't for a third of this playthrough. I cannot make him work, and we have to suffer through it.
Oh, yeah.
He
yeah.
just can't live long enough.
Yeah, even in, like, Fire Red, Growlithe is a really slow burn kind of Pokemon. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get good, unless you want to, like, blow all your TMs on him,
Yeah,
he doesn't get good, like, Fire-type moves until, like, 40s.
yeah. He doesn't learn flamethrower till real late, and that's the only real like dependable fire move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna be rocking Ember for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's one thing that always killed me about Charizard too. In Gen 1 is like in OG Red and Blue, he doesn't learn flamethrower until after fire spin.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
So it's almost better just to teach him Fire Blast after Blaine.
Well, yeah, and this was back in the bad old days before they showed you a move's description as you were about to learn it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So you would have Ember and be like, oh, Fire Spin, that sounds cool. And then you find out that it's like one of those like chip away turn by turn kind of moves.
Yeah.
What? For a second, okay, you sent out our new Growlithe here. For a second I was like, Trey, when did you get a Fearow?
I can see him looking
Oh
a
my
little bit
god,
like that.
did he like...
His
Growlithe-
eyes went away.
Growlithe's back sprite looks like he's like he really doesn't want to be there.
Oh,
He
No.
like saw that Grimer, he's like, oh, get away from me.
Yappy, okay, God, I was for a second there I was afraid Yappy was gonna lose to a pile of feces.
Right? Well, he does later. Maybe not in this part.
Ugh.
He's like
Muck.
he's like the runt of the litter of my team, figuratively and literally.
Oh, poor guy.
I wanted to make him work. I just did.
Muck looks like he's putting up like a gang sign or something. Like, yo!
He looks like he's about to throw down a sick beat. If you ask me.
Really? Yeah. Give him some turntables and some
Yo, check out my
sunglasses.
mixtape.
DJ Muck.
Check out my Muck tape.
Hey.
They're
Yeah.
sick because they're poison.
And
That was
now he's
bad.
gone. We'll see
Getting
him
a
again
new
when we get to
Pokemon.
Koga.
Grabbing a new Pokemon later in the game, in this game, is like... It's like going
attack.
through Mother 1 normally, where like you'll get a new party member and they just start out at like level 1. So
Yeah.
for the longest time, you just have to be like, yeah, you just need to exist
sorry.
in my party
I just
and not
noticed-
die.
I just-
And eventually you'll be like able to actually contribute something someday.
Yeah. It's a real slow raise up from
Super
the bottom.
nerd.
I was trying to say earlier, I just noticed that Grimer's eyes are pointing in two different directions. So keep an eye out next time we fight one. It's actually pretty funny.
Keep an eye out.
They're
This
literally
guy.
a totem pole of people.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
always
God,
like this whole
Pokemon.
part.
Standing on each other's heads.
Yeah.
Pidgey,
they're not
how you gonna
actually, like,
win?
standing on different
Just these
tiles. They're
four
just standing on top of each
Complete
other.
strength.
Oh, what am I doing?
I
Whatever
love
you
how
do.
he
keeping
can
him in.
kill you in a single attack, and he's like, "Oh, sand attack. That's the way to go."
Yeah.
Finish him off with full swipe.
I was thinking about that episode at work today for some reason.
So wait, False Swipe takes things down to 1 HP, but does it do 1 HP of damage at 1 HP?
No.
Oh, it just doesn't
No.
kill them.
Yeah, that's its effect.
Uh,
And I love how in the anime that line is followed by Ash saying, "Remember, with Pokemon, you can't predict anything." It's like, I could have predicted you were gonna beat this guy.
oh, Ash.
What a lad.
What even used False Swipe? Which Pokemon was it?
He was at like a dojo. It was Heracross versus Scizor. And this guy he was fighting was like... Well, first of all, he was voiced by Dan Green, so he had that going for him right out of the gate. But he was also supposed to be like a caricature of the people who take Pokemon, like the metagame, like way too seriously.
Oh.
Like he was basically like sitting in front of a laptop instead of watching the battle and like commanding his Pokemon.
I mean, isn't that pretty much what like the main character does at all times? Like they have their Pokedex open, ready to like read stuff.
I guess,
About
but
their
I don't
opponents?
know. It was just a dumb cartoon show. Okay.
It was just a
Yeah.
show.
Screw this guy for taking his life purpose too seriously.
Yeah. And then Ash just waltzes in here with his Heracross that he just caught and beats the tar out of him.
So, raising Growlithe like I am at like 5 HP and having to switch him out is one thing I'd like to mention about Gen 2. They both improve and make riskier. Because they improve it by giving you the experience share once you go back to Mr. Pokemon and show him, I think, the red scale?
Yeah,
after
from
you
the red
beat.
Gyarados.
Yeah. So you can just keep him in your party and raise him, but you can do it the old-fashioned way. But it's a lot riskier because a whole bunch of Pokemon in that gen know Pursuit.
Oh, was Gen 2 the gen that introduced Pursuit?
Yeah, because it's one of the first dark moves.
Oh, see, I always associate that with Gen 3. but
Oh.
maybe that's just me.
I think it's like a carpet tunnel underground. You're just riding your bike in it.
Is this just like a thing in Japan? Just like empty underground tunnels with like jaunty music playing?
I don't know.
Because I always thought
the jaunty music is a must.
I always thought the tunnels in this game were like weird but cool, like the sort of place you'd like to hang out as a kid. I don't know. I was a weird kid. I still am a weird kid.
Yeah,
Seems
sorry
like
for the
a
weird
cool place to hang out and do drugs with your friends.
right?
Yeah, with all the cool kids.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose a boy, but we're gonna gain a boy also.
For a second, I thought you were about to put Yappy Doo in the PC. It's like, well, this is a lost cause.
He lost one battle. He's cursed. Get rid of him.
My hopes for him are not dashed for many moons. Oh yeah.
Implying that they eventually.
Stand there and ponder your life
we're
choices.
going.
But before we go get him, we have to listen to this wonderful town theme.
Oh. I thought you were looking at the guide like, okay, now where do I find the Eevee?
I feel like most.
No, I know where he's at.
I feel like most.
You're
Pokemon
right in
games,
front of the door.
I feel like most Pokemon games have really good music, so it's
Oh
really
yeah.
it puts you in a good mood.
Compositionally, definitely.
Yeah.
I am a little, I sorry to go down this road again, but I am a little annoyed that, like, given the amount of money that these games make, that, like, we're, like, 3 games past the first 3DS games, and we still haven't had a Pokemon game with, like, orchestrated music. Or at least, like, live performed music.
Yeah, maybe we'll get that with, what is it? What's the next one? Sword and Shield?
Sword and Shield. Well, I don't know. I watched some of the Treehouse, and what I heard sounded pretty sampley.
Oh.
But
Oh.
which of course means that the game is going to be irredeemable and ruined forever before I even played it.
To at least have the sample.
Yeah, look how derpy Eevee looks.
Yeah, it's like they stretched out his legs, but like compressed the rest of him.
They had like a fixed point, and they're just like, all right, draw him bigger from here. This is going to be one of our MVP Pokemon.
Yeah.
So we turn him into something special here.
Oh boy. Flareon?
Yeah. No, well, he would actually be
Does he
better.
like Solar Beam though?
No, Flareon would be better than what I have in my team currently, as far as fire types go. Even though he's the worst evolution.
Did I hear you say Mouse brings money home? You're not even questioning how you got the money. Just here's the money.
Oh, thanks,
I don't know
sweetheart.
I don't know where it came from, but I'll use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I showed off that computer. I don't know why it works, but you can access the PC from inside this building.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
I love
silly.
this. This is a neat little touch. The Game Freak headquarters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they? Because they have an area like this in every game, and I think in some of the later ones, like starting with like Black and White, once you beat the game, you can challenge like an avatar of like Masuda or something.
Yeah, and he usually has like a really strong team.
So that's a neat little touch.
That really speaks to why this game is the way it is. Hi, I'm the programmer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just one of you, huh?
Skeleton Crew.
Until
Hi,
Gen 2.
I'm the graphic designer. Huh.
A lot of hats you're wearing, huh?
It's still crazy to me that from like this game until X and Y, Masuda was serving as both. Well, actually, no. I guess we'll find out in the credits, but I can't remember whether Masuda directed this or Tajiri. I know Tajiri created Pokemon, but I forget who directed the first one.
Man, it's always been kind of weird to me, like, plenty of other games have the whole, like, oh yeah, you found the dev room with, like, developers from the game making cameos, haha. But, like, this one just has it in the world, and you don't even, like... You can just find it, like, halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to have beaten it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those... do the people view those guys as, like, gods?
They're just... Everyone else thinks they're crazy.
Yeah.
These are the guys keeping this world together.
I drew you.
The creators of The Matrix.
But my mom, I thought I was born.
Well,
Here we go, boys.
Go for
Crap, I wasn't paying
Vaporeon.
attention again, and I didn't see what stun you picked. Oh.
We're getting my favorite evolution in Gen 1.
Yeah.
I think he looks like he has
Good
like
taste.
a crab hand.
Instead of being part mermaid, he's part crab.
Ethan, that is an awesome interpretation of Vaporeon. Oh my god. Freaking... He's like a freak
Look
of
at this
nature.
thing.
Look at him!
It's like a crab. It's like a little crab claw.
It really does. The perspective's all wrong. I can't wait till you see his back sprite next episode.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, you know what, I should probably save it for when we actually get into another battle with him, but I love how Venusaur is still like an incomprehensible mess from behind, but he's still like sticking up one of his legs.
Yeah. You still see one ear and one leg and a bunch of plants.
Like father, like son.
Yes. Ooh.
Implying that when Pokemon get strong enough, they just evolve into their dads. Okay.
I mean, that's how life works, doesn't it?
Makes sense to me.
You start thinking dad jokes are funny. You start wearing ties.
You get a pot belly. It happens.
Yeah.
Life sucks.
You go through a midlife crisis. You buy a motorcycle.
I'm
you
35
sell it
years
the
old.
next
I
week.
need a Pikachu.
I need it.
Too real, man. Come on.
Next time we'll discover just how strong Vaporeon is and just how much of a burden little Growlithe can be.
Poor
Oh,
guy.
boy.
I can't wait.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.